Hi everyone, welcome to this opening round free video guide for the Summershores Tournament Expert Division with tournament wins here on the channel. Please give me a thumb up and make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. We're looking at 6 holes per video, so make sure you watch all 3 videos to cover all 18 holes of this opening round. Plenty of drops and tweaks and suggestions to go along. As always, timestamps in the video down below in the description box. Make sure you take some tokens and tweak and adapt according to your clubs, balls and play style. Good luck, here we go. With this par 3, I'm not looking to spend anything other than a navigator due to its many inconsistencies. We're going to add spin first, which is 7.5 backspin and 1 bar of left spin, and set up with the second bounce there. You can see it is 2 green squares to the left of the pin and level with the cup. Obviously a little bit of the red ring on the fairway pad, the rest of it going into the rough, and it's actually touching that darker rough line. So a couple of references there. Going to adjust mid plus 10 P1, so mid plus 10 is the adjustment, power 1 settings. You can tweak it if you like, but this hole is very inconsistent. Like I said, I've no interest in spending any copious amount of time or indeed kingmakers on this one. For me, primarily, it is a cheap birdie hole, but we're close there. Maybe a bit less top backspin needed. On this one, going to lay up, even though there is a bit of tailwind, there is so many glitchy spots on the main fairway and the green. I prefer the layup really, even in decent wind angles. So we're adding spin first with the rock. 0.8 top spin and 3 right spin. Red ring touching the rough on the right at the top of plus 6 with the rock level 8 and the top of plus 5 if you've got the rock level 9. If you're worried about your pull angle, then I would recommend you take off a couple of clicks of topspin, just in case you roll too long. Of course, we want to stay on the fairway, but take a token or two, get a feel for the shot. 1-to-1 adjust, so adjust the same number of rings as the wind strength. As you can see there, little uphill slope, we're staying away from the rough, around 315 yards. Goliath needed for the second shot, and we're going to add 2 topspin and 1 left spin. And we're setting up here with a little bit of the yellow ring outside the rough, but my main focus is the ball guide. I want to have the tip of the ball guide just through the back of the cup. Different levels of Goliath will have different ring references, so that's why we're looking at the ball guide with spin added. Landing position plus yards, 10% elevation. In the video I went with power 3 numbers. This one is under adjusted, so I would recommend you try with power 4 numbers instead as a tweak. Plus 2, going to play at 84% slider. 2% per yard, so if your landing position was plus 3, you're further away, so you need a bit more slider, you played 86. Like I say, a little bit under adjusted, so power 4 settings there should get you in straight at the pin. On the drive here, we're going to set up with our APOC, and we're going red ring at the top of plus 0, touching the sand there with APOC 5 and 6. 3 top spin and 3 bars right spin. APOC 4, you'll have 20% of the red ring in the bunker. You'll be at the top of plus 6 yards rather than plus 0. Once we've found our position and added spins, time to adjust. Max plus 10, power 3. For me, that's 6.6 rings. You should always obviously use a calculator, get the correct adjustments for your clubs and wind strength. Once we've done that, we will need to play with 1 ball of curl to the right. So look at the edge of the kingmaker, touching the outside wall of the adjustment ring just before the circle drops as our overpower reference, and we bounce there on the fairway, second bounce in the rough and rolling out right to the middle of this section of fairway up ahead. Drive distance around 325. Second shot, we need a lot of backspin here to compensate for the tailwind. In the end, I'm going with kind of 6.1. If you are struggling with backspin on your sniper, you could always play this one with the Guardian instead. But we're adding always 3 bars of left spin, second bounce just beyond the rough as shown. Using landing position plus yards, minus 5 elevation, this does equate to true club distance, so if you are using the Guardian, just play true club distance instead. Plus 9 with the Sniper 10 will be plus 11 with Sniper 9, and that's going to be 92% slider, minus 5 elevation, use Sniper 10 numbers. Going with left curl here, you can tweak it if you want to be more aggressive for the albatross, but really the primary concern here is just get to green safely for an eagle on this tough par 5. Here we're going to set up with APOC, and then we will need the sniper for the second shot. APOC 5 and 6, red ring touching the rough on the left at the top of +5 yards. Then we add 5.8 top spin, half a bar of right spin. APOC 4 will be at the top of +11 with 20% of the red ring inside the rough on the left. Then we adjust max +10 power 3. Max +10 power 3. APOC 4 may go into overpower here, so remember to add that on to your shot. You can see it just takes me to +11 there with APOC 5, so it would be a marginal amount of OP with APOC level 4. Our base overpower here is just before the circle drops, plus of course with APOC 4 any you adjust into. Focus on hitting perfect. Top spin is going to take us very nicely here. Over the fairway we clear by at least a ring and a half. Rolling along, and we're going to get to around 350 yards. Second shot, push up before spin with the ball guide in line with the pin, and then we're going for a red rough check, so where the top right of the red ring first meets the rough. You could see that gave me +4. Then we add spin, 4 back spin and 1 left spin. I would like you to tweak the aim on this one. This is a really nasty wind angle to play the bounce up shot. Here you can see I'm looking at the second bounce being 1 green square onto the green, and then the third bounce just before the pin, ball guide missing on the right hand side, so you need to tweak from that based on the miss in the video. +4 for our check with sniper 10 will be +6 with sniper 9, and in both cases that will be 70% slider, 15% elevation, and I would like you to use sniper 10 numbers regardless of your club level. Making our adjustment, because we adjust to a lower point, here I applied 2 clicks of overpower. So centre the ball and then drop the ball down by 2 clicks, just to make sure we're not going to lose distance adjusting down near to the bunker. So we just need to tweak the aim a little bit. I would aim slightly more to the right, just taking a 90-degree and out there on this par 5. Going to play with the quarterback here for ball guide and accuracy. Half of the clear ring inside the rough on the right at P3 max rest with a quarterback 9 and 10. Then we add spin, 2 top spin, 2 right spin. Very simple adjustment here. It is going to be 1 to 1. So 8.4 in wind, going to play this one 8.4 rings. If you're worried about hitting a great right, if you are a regular great right hitter, then I would suggest you set up half a ring further to the left, so go clear ring touching the rough. It's up to you though. Perfect ball away, bouncing okay there. On to the next fairway. Drive distance is going to be around 315 yards. I would suggest with this shot you add a little bit of curl, but here we're going to add spin first, and it's 3.5 back spin, 3 right spin, and I'm looking at the tip of the ball guide here. This is a nasty wind angle because we've got to adjust closer to the rough and the bunker, but you can see there, tip of the ball guide, 1.5 green squares right of pin, and half a green square beyond. Make sure you pause the video, get a good reference there. We're going to use landing position plus yards, +4 with sniper 10 equals +6 with sniper 9 in both cases. That is going to be 80% slider, 10% elevation, and we use sniper 10 numbers regardless of your club level. Adjusting down a slope here, so try and be as accurate as you can, and then it's time to take our shot. If you're worried about more headwind angle, then you could go with a click of overpower or a click of 2 of overpower. Just take a token, work out what's best for you. But here we just missed to the side, so I would recommend you maybe add a couple of clicks of left curl, but a very, very nice speed on this tough par 4. Now we're going to go with a bounce over here because the rough bump wasn't really working well in the time I had available. We're going with a top of +0 with the Grizzly level 9. Clear ring touching the rough on the left, and then we add spin. 1.1 backspin, and then 3 bars side spin to the left. Grizzly 7 and 8 would be the same landing position, but you would be at the top of +3. Then we adjust mid +20 power 2 settings. Shouldn't need overpower, but in extreme headwind and high wind with Grizzly 7 and 8, you might go into that, so just be prepared. Shouldn't be much though. 0.9 ball curl to the left, just a little tweak needed here, so build in a couple of tweaks if you want. Of course you can investigate the rough bump as well, but a very safe bounce over just missing a little bit low on this occasion, but tweakable nonetheless. Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots. Free guides are posted, as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.